Welcome back, Math Grizz. Today, we will determine the numbers that round to 260, 320, and 640. List all the numbers that round to 260. We will start by creating a number line. On this number line, we need the number 260. Now we notice that in 260, we actually have a 10. We have 60. So we know that the previous 10 before 60 is going to be 50. So we will write 250. And now the following 10 would be 270. So we have 250, we have 260, and we have 270. We will start by focusing between 250 and 260. Halfway is 255. That means that anything less than halfway, so 251, 252, 253, and 254 are all closer to 250 and further away from 260. Now, halfway and greater, we know will round up to 260 because they're closer to 260 and further from 250. Now we can focus between 260 and 270. Halfway is 265. Anything less than that will round to 260 because these numbers are closer to 260 and further from the next 10. Anything halfway and greater is closer to the next 10, which is 270. So we know that from 255 to 264, all these numbers, this range of numbers, rounds to 260. List all the numbers that round to 320. Let's create a number line. On this number line, we need 320. Now we notice 320 has a 10 in it, which is 20. The previous 10 before 320 is 310. The next 10 is 330. We have 310, 320, and 330. First, we need to focus between 310 and 320. Halfway is 315. Anything below that will round to 310. Now halfway and greater we know is going to round up to 320. All these numbers are closer to 320 and they're further away from 310. So here, these numbers round down and halfway and greater, they round up to this 10, which is 320. Now we need to focus between 320 and 330, which is the next 10. Halfway is 325. We know anything less than halfway will round down to the closest 10, which is 320. Now anything halfway and greater will round up to the next 10, which is 330. So we notice that from 315 to 324, all these numbers are closer to 320 than they are to 310 or 330. List all the numbers that round to 640. Let's make a number line. Let's write 640. The previous 10 would be 630, and the following 10 would be 650. We have 630, 640, and 650. We'll start with 630 to 640. Halfway is 635. So all these numbers here are closer to 630, and all these numbers here are closer to 640. Now we will focus from 640 to 650. Halfway is 645. Anything less than that will round to 640 because it's closer to it, and anything halfway and greater will round up to the next 10 because it's closer to this one. So we know that from 635 to 644, all those numbers will round to 640.